Terima kasih kerana terus setia bersama kami di Selamat Pagi Malaysia, yang pastinya ada banyak pengisian yang bakal kami kongsikan kepada anda dan kepada anda yang penggemar kafein. Seperti biasa anda tahu, kafein merupakan satu bahan yang anda cari jika mahu sentiasa berjaga atau untuk menyiapkan satu tugas. Tapi kali ini sebenarnya saya nak berkongsi antara keistimewaan kafein yang boleh anda mungkin aplikasikan tentang bagaimana kafein boleh membantu untuk menyuburkan rambut. Jadi kita akan bersama dengan penyelidik teknologi Dermatis dari Jerman. Ini bukan khas studio hari ini, Mr. Eduard Doerrenberg.
Good morning, Ali.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Got up early, but all fine.
Okay. We're going to talk about this. Of all the things in the world, why you choose caffeine? What's motivated you to conduct research on caffeine and how it can help to combat the hair loss?
Actually, it was by accident. We did a trial with caffeine on skin, male skin reparation after shaving.
Yeah.
When you shave your skin, you damage the skin. And in this experiment, we found out that caffeine can block testosterone, which is also blocking the recovery of skin. And from our knowledge of 4 generations in hair loss, we knew that testosterone is responsible for hereditary hair loss. And given that we found some counteractivity of caffeine, we went into a hair root model, and there we tested the effect of caffeine on hair roots, on lively hair roots, and we could find out that it's increasing the growth of hair roots, but it's also working against the testosterone, so it's blocking the negative effect. So it's more like the accident.
Okey, sebenarnya penemuan ini dilakukan secara tidak sengaja apabila kajian dilakukan terhadap apa orang kata misai disyukur di bahagian sini, dan telah dikenal pasti sebenarnya secara tidak langsung dapat mengesan kajian yang telah dilakukan selama 4 generasi, dan dapat mengesan bahawa ia selain dapat membantu untuk memblok testosteron, dia juga sebenarnya dapat membantu menyuburkan sedikit rambut anda. Jadi ini secara tidak langsung telah diaplikasikan dan diperkembangkan lagi digunakan untuk rambut. Okay, we're talking about, you said just now about 4 generations. So actually, how many years of extensive research been done before you can confirm? Okay, it can help.
The company is 110 years old. The brand taking care of hair loss is 85 years old. Okay, so it's a mixture of experience and some new technology. So that makes a great fit. So you take something good of the past and all the knowledge we have, and you have a new finding, and that together you make it a good and great product.
Okey, syarikat ini berusia lebih daripada 60 lebih tahun. Jadi ini merupakan satu kajian yang telah dilakukan secara berterusan, dan selama 10 tahun mereka telah memfokuskan kepada kafein ini, dan ia telah berjaya dibuktikan bahawa dapat membantu untuk mengatasi masalah rambut gugur. We're talking about caffeine. So how much does it require to show some effects on the hair?
Yeah. Well, we designed it like that, like a drug actually, where you do some study and see how much of the product you need to have the best effect. And normally what happens with effective substances, if you have not enough, you don't have any effect. If you have too much, you have an overdoses. So we designed it as such that you use a product or a product with caffeine once a day, and then you have the right dosage. But you have to use it once a day, more or less for the rest of your life, because once you have hereditary hair loss, you have to treat it, and you have to treat it forever.
Okay. What exactly does the caffeine do to stimulate the hair growth?
As I said, the hair root is quite sensitive to testosterone. Not in everybody, but in at least half of men. And in that case, the caffeine will penetrate to the hair root. It's a very small molecule, and it will block the negative effect of the caffeine. And it may also encourage the hair root to grow, because the hair root is a very powerful organ. On an average, on a monthly basis, you create about 100,000 meters of hair. So it's a lot of work done by all the hair roots.
Okay. And then we're talking about for those who undergoing the chemotherapy for cancers and everything. So definitely there will be a hair loss. So can caffeine help?
Well, yes and no. I mean, once you go under chemotherapy, it's actually what's happening. The hair root is not really dying, it's going to sleep. Because it senses that the body is under heavy pressure and lack of energy, because the chemotherapy takes energy out of your body. And so instead of dying, the hair root decides to go on a rest and to wait until the body is under good condition again.
5 minutes, something like that?
Sorry?
Is it like the hair?
Yeah, they take a break,
hibernate?
sort of.
Okay.
Honestly, they take like a break in order not to keep on working against that stress, because they cannot. And so after chemotherapy, caffeine will help you to recover faster, but mostly the hair root will come back because it's so smart to go like on a rest when the body is under so heavy pressure.
Okay. How about those who are having a hair loss because of the inherit, like it's a genetic thing?
Yes.
So can it be treated?
Yes, it can be treated but not cured. So the bad news is whatever people are telling you that they will cure your hair loss, that's not going to happen. There is nothing inside.
Okay.
You have to treat it, and that's what I mentioned. That means you have to take a treatment every day in order to keep on working against the negative effect. And this is a good thing about caffeine, that with a daily dosage under the shower, you can have a good treatment which is patient compliant. So it's not too expensive, it has no side effects, and it's easy to use, which is really important.
Okay. Okey, menurut Encik Eduard mengatakan bahawa sebenarnya jika seseorang itu sedang menghadapi rawatan atau mengikuti rawatan kemoterapi, ia sebenarnya sedikit sebanyak dapat membantu, tapi kerana rawatan kemoterapi sebenarnya telah membuatkan folikel rambut berehat sebenarnya, kerana badan kita ketika itu telah menerima banyak tekanan, jadi ia akan berehat seketika, kemudian ia akan kembali tumbuh semula. Jadi ia tidak menjadi sebarang masalah. Tapi kepada mereka yang mewarisi masalah rambut gugur atau masalah rambut botak, ia dapat membantu, tetapi ia tidak dapat untuk mengubatinya secara 100%. Jadi ia mungkin dapat menguatkan lagi folikel rambut, secara tidak langsung dapat mengurangkan jumlah rambut yang jatuh. Jadi ini secara tidak langsung dapat memanjangkan lagi lah, orang kata, umur rambut pada kepala kita. Just now you're saying about the overdose of using caffeine. So how come it can be overdose?
Well, I mean, you could try to drink as much coffee to have the same dosage. But the good thing about shampoo is the topical application. So you go where you need it. In order to have the same amount of caffeine at the hair root, you would like to have to drink 40 cups of coffee on a day, which is definitely not healthy. And so it's really important to concentrate on this daily dosage and not to use it like twice or 3 times a day. Okay. That would definitely not help. It would not add on. That's important to understand, that all those ingredients which have really a sort of medical effect and a good effect, they will always be in between not too much dosage and not too less dosage. So a daily dosage, that's how the product is designed, is really good.
Okay, speaking about the product, so what is the name of the product and where the viewer can get the product?
Well, you can buy it at Guardian in Malaysia and many other places. It's called Alpecin, and it's a great product.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Eduard Doerrenberg, yang merupakan penyelidik teknologi Dermatis dari Jerman, yang dibawakan khas hari ini untuk berkongsi tentang kebaikan kaffeine sebagai rawatan alternatif untuk menyuburkan rambut anda. Jadi seterusnya kita